Okay, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm retaking the video again because the last recording was broken in a sense that my camera and my screen sharing are blank. Okay, so yeah, just start off by I introduce myself first. My name is Nathan. So I'm currently a student majoring in information technology now in Singapore. Okay, so I will be discussing about my findings about K6. So yeah, I initially was running a project with Next.js framework, and then I migrate to Go and React. So yeah, I started to analyze both of them, the performance, which one is better. Yeah, of course, without any measurements, the Go and React much faster, right? Because we separate between the front end and back end. So yeah, the Go itself, it is compiled in binary format, so yeah, it is considered to be much faster. Okay, let's start off by discussing about my GitHub project. So I create this special for this session only because the real scenario is actually on my link and you can check it out. Okay, first of all, the Go folder, as you can see here, it's so simple. It just contains one file called main.go. So basically this file, yeah, is containing about the database struct, the model, and yeah, we're using Gorm and Fiber at this project. So yeah, that's all. Okay, at this function we're defining the data to be set into the database. So has to be the same as in the Next.js. Okay, let me show you. So this is the preview of the API from the Go. Okay, it's still running, as you can see here. Okay, it's still running, and also the Next.js also running. Okay, this is the Next.js and this is the Go. The data format is actually pretty similar, but just different on the, I don't know what is this. I think the time zone, right? This is +0 and then this is +8. Okay, that's all. Yeah. Okay, after that we're comparing the project by using K6. For those who don't know what K6 is, so basically K6 is built by Grafana. As you know, Grafana, Prometheus, like that. It is used for monitoring and yeah, dashboard. Okay, this is the configuration file for K6. Actually, K6 is run in Go format, but yeah, we as a user, in referring to the documentation, also the K6 is written in JavaScript in terms of the user, but it will be compiled into Go format, Golang. Okay, so basically what this file is used for, it is for testing both the API by defining the stages. What is stages? Stages is like um, a scenario that we can define here. So the user will be 50 in 1 minute, in first 1 minute, and then the second 2 minute will be 100 and then back to 0 again. So this is simulate the real world scenario where users in certain application will be fluctuated, right? Not constantly at certain users only. So this function will do get. So this will checking the status, is it success or not, and then perform the get method. So this one, okay, these two function is used to to call the function and add the duration result into the trend that we define here. So this trend will be very important for us to import to the Grafana later on. Yeah, so yeah, at the end we have to define the default function for this index.js as well, because K6 wouldn't know which function to be run. Okay, so yeah, that's all. So we called sleep 1. It means after executing this function it will be sleep for 1 second. So that's all for this. Let me run the Docker first. So the Docker itself, it's already running, but yeah, this project actually I have posted on GitHub, so you guys can clone it and then just run it like I did. Okay, so you can type docker compose admin -d, so it will be running in background. So it's already running. Okay, let me open up the browser first. Okay, this is the browser. You can type localhost 3002. Why to 3002? Because we define here the ports of Grafana will be 3002 and the InfluxDB to be 8086. Okay, after we set up the dashboard, we have to run the K6 scenario to be imported to Grafana via InfluxDB. So how can we do that? Just simply by typing this command. Actually, this command will run this file in 4 minutes as we define here. Yeah, it's the same as these objects. Why we set up like 4 minutes? It's too long. Because we need to be as accurate as possible. The more duration you choose, the more accurate. Okay, let me just wait for it. And then yeah, so the GitHub itself, it already contains the readme file. So yeah, if you have any question, feel free to just reach me out in Discord. Okay, this is the project setup. So it's already really comprehensive discussion explanation. So yeah, so in terms of the initialization, we need to initialize in local, both in local and in the Supabase. This is already the command. You can just copy and paste it. So it should be the same. Oh, for the Next.js, I haven't explained yet, right? Okay, so the Next.js, it's pretty similar, but yeah, as you know, like Next.js has its own API route, so that you can define here. So it's a full stack framework. Okay, so basically we have to create a Supabase instance here by retrieving the credential from the .env .local. This is the example that you can follow on. So that's all. In this route, we called the Supabase instance to select all, or this asterisk symbol, and then return it in the JSON data. So that's all. Okay, for the last meeting, actually I haven't implement this line of commands. So yeah, the result in the last session was like this. I think because the default connection open is really small, so I need to like define here to be, I think 50 is enough. Okay, that's all. So as you can see here, the log, actually K6 perform the real API hit, in a sense that, yeah, as you know here, it's not a test or mockup API calling. It is real, so it will be overwhelming your server. Okay, for the Go, we don't like logging at all here, so there's no output at all here. Okay, that's all for this project. Oh yeah, I'm using pnpm instead of npm in my next framework, and yeah, throughout my side projects also, because I'm migrating from npm to pnpm because it's more mature, and the bundle size, I think it's smaller than npm. It's much faster also. Yeah. Okay, the checking is finished. So as you can see here, it's surprising me that Go is actually slower than Next, because I think in my conclusion, right, Go is purely fetching the data from the code into the database directly, without any optimized query or any methods that will optimize that. But in contrast with the Next.js, so Next.js, it is connected with Supabase, right? Supabase, Supabase is PaaS, if I'm not wrong. It's platform as a service. So yeah, by default, like Supabase has its own optimization, right? So that's why maybe they are already including Redis, caching, or other optimization method. So that's why it's much faster though. So yeah, that implementation really plays crucial role in terms of performance. Okay, let me log into the Grafana first. Where did you get the password, Nathan? Okay, the password will be defined in this environment, admin and admin. So this is the initial password. You can modify it later. Okay, type it admin and admin, login, skip. You can create new password if you want. Okay, go to the setting. Actually, I have create the connection to InfluxDB, so I'm deleting it right now so you guys can clearly see how it is work. So add data source, type in InfluxDB. So the URL would be http influxdb 8 import 8086. The database is K6 as we define here, and then when we type in the command to run K6, we specify the /K6, so it will be stored in K6 database. Oh yeah guys, so yeah, we need to install the K6 first before you can run this, by installing globally K6 like that. So you can use K6 like this, the command. Okay, so let me save and test. Okay, it's worked, successfully connected. Okay, so the next step would be create a new dashboard. So you can hover this icon and then go to new dashboard. Actually, Grafana offers a lot of dashboard template on their website, but for this session I'll be using the default panel that we can add it from scratch. Okay, so since you are already importing the InfluxDB to Grafana, you can see here we can add measurement. So yeah, this trend will be will be detected, right? So that's the use of we define here. Okay, we need to shorten the time interval to be 15 minutes. So yeah, like this. Okay, just leave it like this. The configuration, we can click apply and we can add it more, the next duration, and then we can save it, and then we can add panel. Usually I choose autogen because yeah, I don't know, it is, I think, auto generated by the K6. Okay, we can choose VUS, which mean virtual users. So yeah, the virtual user is fluctuating like this from 0 to 100 and then back to 0 again, based on the scenario that we defined here before, as I mentioned before. Okay, so the last panel would be the overall request duration. So yeah, just like this, you can drag and drop to organize the panel. Okay, that's it. Okay, so yeah, I'll be changing this to the start and end interval so that will be more tidy. Just copy the date, 06, and then just copy also the okay, for the end time. Okay, so yeah, this is the dashboard. As you can see here, the next and go, it is very very slow. I don't know why. Wow, as you can see here, the duration, it reached to 6,000, and the Next.js, it's only 50. Wow, I don't know why. But yeah, this is the rough outline on how we can create a test for API in terms of end-to-end testing. Not like, testing is very wide, right? Many many branches. Like for example, testing can be I don't know what's the term of that, but yeah, that's all for this project, guys. Hope that you can learn something here. So yeah, thanks for everyone who has joined the last session. Okay, so actually, Mas Irianto, yeah, has commented last night about this Go file, since he is expert in backend, right? So yeah, there is issue with the SQL connection, but I have implemented this method, but I think it doesn't work well. So yeah, that's all for this session, guys. I hope you can learn anything. This video will be shared on YouTube. So yeah, bye everyone.